So, Stanley, how long you been out here in Santa Barbara so far?
I've been out in Santa Barbara for about 2 to 3 weeks now. I got here, came here right after school, so been having a lot of fun.
How do you like it out here?
I like it out here. I think it's a place where you can kind of focus in on stuff. It's a quiet city, and you have P3 here where you can get all of the training you need on your body, and then you go to UC Santa Barbara to work out. So just being focused out here is the main thing. It's pretty easy because it's so nice, and you're in your hotel in the morning and night. You have the best views, and you go work out during the day. You go back, and you still can go to the beach and do cool stuff like that. So
What does a regular day look like here for you?
I usually wake up about like 7 or 8 o'clock and get breakfast. I have a workout between 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning. Then I come to P3 about 11 or 12, and then I do a workout at like a skills workout at 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and then there's rehab every night, which is like the cryo chamber and stretching and stuff like that. So I usually go about 3 times a day, and then rehab at night.
How does the work here at P3 differ than the strength and conditioning stuff you did at Arizona?
It's different. I think P3 with the tests you do before, they zero in on what you're not good at and what you are good at. Where in a strength workout, you kind of have to work out first in a couple weeks to figure out what you're not good at and what you're good at. Where the first workout I did here was going straight at my weaknesses, and I feel like in 2 weeks I've become a better athlete already. So to me, this is like the best training I've had so far, strength and conditioning wise, and I'm very happy I came here.
What are some of the specific things that they're working with you?
Some trunk stability stuff, some agility things, just some explosion stuff, being quicker off the ground. They think I'm a really good athlete, but I can be one of the best athletes. So they said, I have the body and frame to do it, and especially with my trunk, I've been pulling against myself jumping, and they say, I can plus about 6 or 7 inches on my vertical within a month and a half. So if I really focus in and get my trunk right, so I'm really focusing on that. I think that would be a big step for me in my career to be a better jumper.
Do you think that will help your finishing around the basket? It seemed like you were a way better shooter than people thought, but the finishing element wasn't really there the way it was in high school. Any idea why, and how much can you improve there with the work here at P3?
Yeah, I think in college it was more decision making. In college was the first time really that I've had to deal with the charge call. It's the first time I had to deal with offensive fouls like that. So I found myself a lot, probably almost every game being in the air, kind of not, do I dunk it, do I float it, and do I do this, that, and the third? So, in the NBA they don't call the charge that much. So I think, just that out of my head will be a big step for me. But I do have to focus more around the rim. I think here being more athletic, obviously it's getting higher in there. It's gonna be easier to finish over people. So I think a combination of both of me I should be back where I was in high school finishing wise.
What about the on-court element? What are some of the things that the trainers here are working with you on?
Yeah, I'm working with Shay on just touch shots. Stuff in the post. I feel like at the next level I can really dominate in the post. I'm working on, extending my range out to the NBA three-point line and hopefully deeper. And just working on ball handling and decision making. We do a lot of decision making stuff, quick reaction stuff, because I think the biggest adjustment in the league is your decision, especially my decision making. So that's the main things we're working on.
When I first saw you, I think you were like a freshman or a sophomore in high school. You were pretty much a guy that played like just inside the paint.
Yeah.
And then at the under 17 World Championship, we saw you really just overpowering guys inside the paint. Now you've really expanded your game. You shot, I think, close to 40% for three. How is that? What's the process been like for you becoming a better shooter?
It's all about work ethic for me. I think I'm one of the hardest workers in the country. And once I feel like it's a part of my game that I'm not good at, I just go in the gym and I don't leave the gym until that's better. So I know coming at Arizona, the first thing I got in the gym, I was always on the ball in high school. So I never really knew how to spot shoot. It was I didn't know it'd be that so difficult. So when I walked into Arizona, I was a terrible spot shooter. And I knew for me to be successful, for our team to be successful this year, I need to be a better spot shooter. So it was a long grind. I didn't start the season shooting 40%. I was really at 27. And I think if you take away the first couple of games, maybe even the preseason, I might be a little bit over 40. So it just took a long time. Coach Pasternak and Coach Miller, they were big on left-right, stepping into the shots, and that was really the big difference for me in my jump shot now. So a lot of credit to them for helping me out for that. And college was a place where I got a lot better shooting, and I'm always grateful for that.
How much of a transition will there be to the NBA line? How much work do you still have to improve on your shooting?
Well, I mean, I've always shot at the NBA line. I think the further you shoot back, the better you get at shooting closer to the line. So in college, I was working on the NBA line to get better at college. So now I'm working on a deeper line to get better at the NBA three. So I don't think it'll be that much of a difference, especially with spot shooting. I think on the ball shooting would be a bigger thing. Maybe closeouts, one dribble pull-ups and stuff like that would be a bigger thing for me. And I'm working on that. So I think spot shooting I'll be fine. I think all the other shots will be tough for me.
What do you think what are the next 5-6 weeks going to look like for you leading up to the draft?
A lot of basketball. I just try to focus on basketball. I have a lot of good people around me, and I kind of just follow their lead. I really don't worry about the exterior stuff, but just same workouts, getting better at the workout I'm doing, and making a lot of more shots and becoming a better player. So that's my main focus. And I know I'm gonna be on the road a lot, so I gotta find out a gym time to get in. But just becoming a better player would be the best thing.
How much of the NBA playoffs you've been watching here, and is there anything you can take away from that?
Yeah, I've been watching a lot of it. Mainly every day. I watch it at night going to bed, and I think the biggest takeaway from that is just looking at the reads people make. How people play ball screens. I think there's a lot of ball screens. I didn't know there's that many ball screens in the NBA. With the shot clock being so short, you get a lot of middle ball screens, a lot of pull-ups and stuff like that. So I always watch really closely the people I think play my position and do the kind of same things I do. So I look closely to that, and it's always fun to see guys compete and stuff. I think the playoffs is another level of competition compared to the regular season.
How do you see your role evolving here in the next few years? How are you going to be different than what we saw at Arizona?
I think the program would be more to my liking. I'm a bigger, more stronger, physical kind of guy, and in college, guys that are weaker and weren't as athletic got away with push-offs and charges and stuff like that. So now I think I'll be able to attack the basket with the 3-second rule. You can't sit in the paint on me, so I think I'll be able to attack the basket a lot better. I think with now adding the jump shot to my game, off the dribble and off the spot shot, people have to close out to me better. And then at Arizona added a floater and a mid-range game too. So I think I'll be able to score from all three levels. And if you can score all three levels and play defense, you're a two-way guy. And most two-way guys fare pretty well in the league. So I think it's pretty good for me.
What positions do you see yourself playing in the NBA? We see a lot of guys who are even smaller than you, like a Draymond Green, playing the 4 and even the 5. Is that do you see yourself playing just on the wing, or do you see yourself playing other positions as well?
Yeah, I mean, obviously the new era, the new wave, the new trend is guys, my side's playing the 4, and I'm totally opposite. I'm just kind of trying to go in and play basketball. I'm a basketball player. My position in college and high school was the wing, 2 and 3. In college is more the 2 than the 3. But I always play the 4. I played the 4 in pinches in college, and I played the 3 in pinches in college as well. So I'm a really open mind. As long as I feel like I can guard 4 positions. So I think you are what you can guard. So 1 through 4 is good for me. I think I can handle a little bit, bring it up, and stuff like that. So I'm excited to see where they're gonna put me at.
How important is it for you to get drafted really high?
It's really not that important, honestly. I think it's the best fit for me. The team that likes me the best, the organization that likes me the best, is the organization I want to be with. Obviously, it's all the bells and whistles, all getting drafted high, and of course that's the goal to be the #1 pick in the draft. But at this point in time, it's all about the best fit for you and your team.
Would you prefer to go to a rebuilding situation where everybody's young and there'll be a lot of opportunity for you to get minutes and touches, or would you be comfortable going somewhere with more veteran guys, with guys that you can kind of learn from, but maybe not have as big an opportunity right away?
I want to go to a situation that everybody's focused on winning. With veteran guys or young guys, I think basketball players are basketball players. Veteran guys have more experience, so they're known to be more leaders. But I think there's young guys in the league that do a good job leading in their first contract. So I want to go to a situation where people want to win, they want to compete every day. Win or lose, I think if we're handling our business, we can't go wrong.
Thanks so much. All right.